the most important thing in the world to you is you. It's your life. It's your dreams. I want to talk to you today about living the life you were put on this earth to live. See, there's only one you. In the history of humanity, you need to live a life of happiness and fulfillment. See, I believe the greatest definition of success is happiness. It's happiness. It's not money. Money is great, but it can't buy a happy soul.
We willingly subject ourselves to meaningless routines. We go to our meaningless jobs so that we can earn this meaningless money, so that we can spend it on meaningless things that will mean even less once we're gone. All the while, the beauty of life is just passing us by because we're too busy writing a school paper, or we're too busy flipping burgers at a restaurant. We're too busy sending off emails to a client. We're essentially just too busy to live.
I've always said people are designed for success, but something called life comes along and programs and conditions them for failure. You talk to a bunch of 5-year-olds and you say, what do you want to do with your life? And they've got big dreams. They want to be a pilot. They want to be a doctor. They want to be a sports star. They want to be an astronaut. They want to do something great. But then something happens. They grow up. And then they go out in the real world and they get something called a boss, or they get a job, and they start getting grinding down on them. The world starts wearing those dreams down, and they start just existing. They give up on their dreams and they start just accepting it. Well, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Not for you. Not for your life. But you have to show up and fight like crazy. Fight like a junkyard dog for your dreams and for your life. You've got to demand success and happiness for your family. Life will give you what you accept. You got to take action now. The great John Wooden always said, make today your masterpiece. There's only one you, and you've only got one today. You're spending today, I think, in a great location. But there is only one today, one now. Tomorrow it's gone. Okay, tomorrow it's a different day. People spend their whole life planning on living their dreams. Let me tell you what, you got to take action. You got to attack the day. You got to ask yourself every day, what are the major tasks that I can do today to have a better, happier, less stressful tomorrow? And then you got to get serious about getting it done. Most people think happy and serious don't go together. Wrong. You got to get serious about getting happy. You got to develop a happiness that comes from the heart, not from your circumstances. You got to develop a happiness that just wells up inside of you. Every day in your life, you got to weed the negative and you got to fertilize the positive. All that positive thinking and how you think and what you determine your destiny to be, it works. You must prepare your mind to be happy.
There have been times in my life when I've been down. I've been out. I've been afraid. I've looked up at the road ahead and have been completely unsure. And I can say firsthand, when you are going through a situation like this, that it essentially consumes you, right? It's all you see, it's all you think about, to the point where the good stuff, the opportunity around you, it becomes transparent. You see right through it. It's the negative, it's the misfortune for a period of time that becomes your narrative, becomes the story. What if this is forever? What if I'm not as good as I want to be, or as they are? What if things don't work out? Never mind the fact that you've been here before and that you've battled back. Never mind how far you've come. No, that takes a back seat to the discomfort that we feel right now. And that's the irrationality of the human mind we forget. We forget that the lows create the highs. The temporary isn't forever, that you can't stand with any type of authority if you've never before fallen. Accomplishing anything is never just walking up and reaching a goal. It's about getting back up over and over again. Taking the bad breaks in stride and seeing the losses for what they are, necessary. What if I told you that the difficult times weren't just manageable, they were what you needed? Those moments where you felt hopeless were a bridge to something better. What if I told you that the difficult times weren't just manageable, they were what you needed? Those moments where you felt hopeless were a bridge to something better. A demonstration of just how capable you are and how strong you can be. Feeling lost, feeling defeated, sure, is unsettling. But it's also a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. In one form or another, your struggle becomes your answer. Life isn't always calm seas and sunny skies, but if you let it, it will teach you to weather any storm to come out on top. Never lose sight of the opportunity. It's there, hiding behind the struggle and immersed in the ups and downs. And when you know that you will not let yourself stay down, that you'll get up, struggle becomes a building block, not a weight around the ankles. With each stumble, you become taller. With each misstep, you step forward.
You know, life is short. Life is short. We're not going to get a do-over. You know, life goes by so quick. We need to create in this world a community of positive thinking. The world today needs people that are focused on doing something great more than ever, because there's plenty of people tearing us down and pulling us apart.
So hopefully my life will stand the test of time, and whatever I build, whatever I sow, how I treat people, particularly those who don't look like me or come from where I come from or think like me or have my perspective, if I can treat them with honor and dignity and respect, if I can fight for their hopes, their dreams and their aspirations, and I can lift somebody else, if I can push one person into destiny, then all the years of my life will have been worth it. And then I can say with surety, my life was a success.
The point of life is to cultivate long-lasting, true, meaningful relationships with others. It's to be of service to others. I'm here to serve you. You should be here to serve me. We should be here to lift each other up, Because although, yes, we acknowledge that we are in this system, what we all have at the end of the day is each other. And the only thing that will mean anything on our deathbeds is the relationships that we've cultivated, the people whose hearts we touched. That's the only thing that's truly going to matter. We can spend all of our time, our energy, our resources glorifying ourselves, lifting ourselves up, but that's empty. There is no substance in that. All we have at the end of the day is one another. How much money you have by the time you reach your deathbed, how many things you own by the time you reach your deathbed, they're not going to mean anything. They're going to hold no significance. The only thing that's going to mean anything at the end of the day are the people whose hearts you touched, the friendships you cultivated, the love that you gave, the laughs that you had, the cries that you shared with other people. Essentially, all we got is each other. And that is the only thing that gives me true fulfillment and peace on earth.